Excuse me, folks, just getting myself ready. There you go. Hi everybody, this is Black Runner Ranger. Just a bit more news on Skylanders Ring of Heroes. I believe the one where they posted Rattle Shake, Fiesta, Stink Bomb, and the extra mysterious Skylander may have been an accident. As a result, it's been removed on the website. Trying to find the picture, but it's no longer there. Thankfully, I managed to save it, and it's on my previous video in case you're wondering. Now here's another news. Here's a dev blog for September, a little bit late since it's now October, but say, and with these, here's the blog, and they shorten it a bit, explaining a bit of news of what's happening with Skylanders Ring of Heroes. It may come today or maybe in November, but they did say the release is in October, as far as I can remember. Anyways, this is what the Q&A thing is like. The development schedule should be at its peak right now, but which aspect of the devs most focused on? Which aspect are the devs most focused on at this point? And the answer is the battle system was received in a positive light, so we're going to retain its core, but eliminate all minor but significant factors, which distract players from fully immersing themselves into the game. Another point we took note and before is that several players had difficulty acquiring specific soul stones through their adventures. So with this in mind, we are currently focused on creating diverse routes that or either which, that players can take to acquire the soul stones required for their favorite Skylanders. Soul stones. Wasn't that part of the Infinity Gauntlet? And why does it remind me of those wish stones from Skylanders Lost Islands? I do remember playing a bit of Ring of Heroes. I see what they're about. Anyways, here's the next one. What would you say are the 3 biggest changes that have ever been made since the beta test version? First, as stated before, collecting different Skylanders and adding them to your collection will be more satisfying experience than before, and similarly, different in routes to acquire said Skylanders will be clearer and easier to follow. Second, we added a lot more content for players to enjoy. Various dungeons for users to explore. Last but not least, new skills have been added for almost all Skylanders. Visual elements for each skill are improved, and tactical usefulness of each skill was carefully taken into mind when designing each new skill. So they're going to give us a bit more easy instructions on how to get Skylanders, how the thing, kind of like how to unlock a certain character from a video game. Like at one point, there's a bit of an instruction on how to unlock, let's say Jurassic World Evolution. You want a dinosaur, you have to complete a specific task in order to get that dinosaur. And once you complete that task, you get that dinosaur. Or, the Lego games. Once you play through that level, you unlock some characters. Anyways, what else is there? Okay. Does this mean that there will be more Skylanders and villains to collect and play, with compared to what we saw in the beta test? Around 10 or more new Skylanders have been added to the collection, so that means you'll get to see over 80 Skylanders at the game's launch. That's not including the many villains we also added, so you'll be able to summon and collect them as well. Okay, so let me have a guess how many Skylanders there are that are 10 or more. I mean, in the previous game, in the beta test version, there were about 66. 8 for the fire element, 8 for life, 8 for water, 9 for air, 7 for earth, 6 for magic, 5 for tech, and 5 for the undead. And the light and dark I'm not counting the moment, but let's focus on the first 8 ones. Now, I'm thinking the 10 or more thing, I'm thinking the number would be 16 at this point. Like one new Life Skylander, one new Fire Skylander, one new Water Skylander, no new Air Skylanders because they reached the limit of number 9, or maybe the 18 is the limit, I don't know. 2 for the Earth, 3 for the Magic, 4 for the Tech, and 4 for the Undead. And that's a total of 16 Skylanders. Now, as for the Light and Dark element, so far Nightfall and Spotlight haven't appeared yet. But if they are included in this version of the game, then it'd be 18 Skylanders, and they managed to get all the Light and Dark Skylanders in Ring of Heroes, plus some extras like Dark Sparrow, Dark Spitfire, Light Hex, and Light Jetpack. But I wonder if there's going to be any more Light and Dark versions of some of the other Skylanders of different elements. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Dark Stealth Elf and a Dark Dark Snapshot or a Dark Stealth Elf in Ring as a Dark Elemental Skylanders in Ring of Heroes. But what about the Light? Maybe a Light Earth and a Light Tech? I don't know. And as for the many villains, which means they haven't specifically added a specific amount of number for villains, so we might have all 46 of the trappable ones from Trap Team, plus a few extras from Skylanders SuperChargers Racing, like Mesmerelda, Dragon Hunter, and maybe some newcomers that were featured in other games but are making their summonable debuts in Ring of Heroes, like Vathek, who was once going to be playable but was become a villain instead. Oculus. Well, we know that MALEFOR's coming. Let's see. Now this one I like to talk specifically. What else? Okay, number 4. This is, could you elaborate on the in-game content players? Can you elaborate on the in-game content players we'll get to see at launch? To give you a few examples, guilds, or I don't know how to pronounce that one, have been added, which you can work together to guild members to accomplish various skills and get rewards. What's more, we're prepared exciting player versus player features and be able to duel with friends or any random opponent in your power level. Oh, thank goodness, those are back. I mean, they've been absent since Trap Team. And we also got an in-store a dungeon, and you get to earn powerful new runes. On top of that, we have player preparing various types of dungeons where we've been plan to provide those updates. There's a lot of exciting content coming. Okay, so something about a dungeon, various dungeons and other things, and ways to help guide. At least player versus player is back. I mean, that's been absent in Trap Team, Swap Force, Giants, and Spiral's Adventure were like the only ones that had something like this. Trap Team removed it. SuperChargers had its own version of it, but it's with racing, but not in battles. And Imaginators completely cut it out. Glad that's back. What makes Skylanders Ring of Heroes stand out from the other games? The thrill of PMV matches. To provide real-time, fast-paced strategic battle system and PMV gameplay experience was the #1 goal of ours through the developing stages. Players will be able to choose between casual but fun matches with friends and super competitive matches for a champion title. Whichever you choose, PMV will provide the more fun, intense, and rewarding than competitive, fast-paced, and turn-based RPG content. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Transformers War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, the team deathmatch, the competitive type of PM multiplayer matches, something like that. Also published by Activision. Any final words for fans who are eager in waiting for Skylanders movie? We've been working day and night on this game for it to be fun, enjoyable, and the game will entertain players for many years to come. We also already look forward to user feedback and help us further polish and improve the game and make it an even more rewarding and fun experience. We're also really excited for Skylanders Ring of Heroes, and we hope you as excited, and we are too. See you in Skylands very soon. There are 2 more questions down the line. There's an extra here. It says here, how long do you keep the longevity of this game going? Expect new updates, events, characters, or variants? Missions? Short answer, all from above. Long answer, Skylanders is a chance for our developers to expand and open doors for players to explore Skylanders' initial story and cast, and just an introduction of worlds, friends, or reward. By more stories, more game content, we are seeing and grow as the Skylanders and grows as them. So, new variants, hey? So, we might get some more new variants, like not just Dark Spyro or Dark Spitfire, but maybe the legendary ones, and maybe some of its own exclusive ones, similar to Skylanders Lost Silence with Rocky Egg Roll, Snowler Brawl, Fizzy, Bear Hoppity Pop Fizz, etc. Or maybe some others like the Legendaries or Springtime Trigger Happy, Jolly Bumble Blast, etc. And here's one more. Will we be able to battle our friends in Skylanders Ring of Heroes? Absolutely. We'll be working on a new mode that will allow users to challenge and battle their friends, and will also be able to then battle random users from all over the world. Player versus player is very important, and it's a total fun aspect of the game. Something Trap Team, SuperChargers, and Imaginators happily ignored. Well, that's all the news I got for Skylanders Ring of Heroes. The Q&As have given some very good we don't know what's gonna happen yet, but because of this, I'm getting even more excited to play this game. I hope it comes on the iOS, because that's what I have. I have my mother's phone, and we share an iPad, and I'm hoping it'll come to the iOS. I mean, the beta was only released for Android, and I had to use my dad's for that, and even then it wasn't the best quality. Anyways, that's all I have to announce. That's all the Ring of Heroes has in store for now. 16 or 18 new Skylanders coming, maybe even more. A lot of villains coming, maybe 50 or 60, I don't know. We won't know until the future. Oh, the possibilities are endless. I guarantee. Hope you've enjoyed this video.